Welcome to Emelac Online Tutorial. Now before us today is this question in angle and elevation and depression. Now the question says here, from the top of a tower, now a student of height 1.7 meter measures the angle of depression of a large parcel at 65 degrees. Now if the parcel is 25 meters from the base of the tower, what is the height of the tower? And we are told to give our answer to 1 decimal place. Now first of all, let us bring these statements to a pictorial illustration. Okay, we are told here that from the top of a tower, which implies that there's actually a tower. Now let's come over here. Let's say here is the tower, and the ground. Now, and this guy stands here. All right. Now, and we are told that the student height is 1.7 meters. So, which means from here, let us assume is the total height, right? Okay, so from here, which is the height of the boy, is 1.7. Now measures the angle of what? Depression. Now for that angle of depression, let me just give you a clear explanation of depression. Now if this is your eyeball, okay, now normally you have to have a straight view this way. Okay, now peradventure you see an object down here, let's say stone. Now you choose to view this stone. Now you will definitely look downward, right? So now from this horizontal eye view initially of your eye, down here is what we call the angle of depression. Depression. Now what if there is a bird flying, let's say here, and you want to like view the bird? You also come back here from this horizontal line, have a view of the bird. So from this horizontal line up here is what we call the angle of elevation. Okay, now picking up from this illustration, now this guy here is eye view initially at horizontal. Now a parcel, let's just say is here. Okay, now angle of depression. Okay, so which means this way is 65. I hope you're understanding it. All right, so now if the parcel is 25 meters from the base of the tower, now here is the base of the tower. Okay, so from here is 25 meters. Now what is the height of the tower? So we are asked to find, let us assume this is x. Okay, all right, now looking at this diagram, now take note that the horizontal ground will definitely be parallel to the initial eye view of the student, which is what? Horizontal. Now to that case, we know that if this angle is 65, and because this horizontal line is parallel to, this horizontal initial eye view of the student is parallel to the horizontal line, then we have it that here also is what? 65. Why? Because an alternative what? Angle. And the reason why it's an alternative angle is this initial eye view of the student and the horizontal line are parallel to each other. Okay, now looking at this, now just bring out the triangle here. You get to see it's like this. Here is 65. Now the whole distance from top to bottom will be x plus 1.7 meter, right? And here is what? 25 meter. Okay, now here is 90 degree. So now with this, now we can actually employ SOHCAHTOA, that is the sine, the cos, and the tan. SOHCAHTOA. Okay, where S is the sine, C is the cos theta, and T is the tan theta. Now taking our dimension, this with respect to this and this. So from here we will need to find the value, or the value of the height. Okay, that is the total height. And here we can actually conclude that the total height will now be the sum of the height of the tower and the boy, or the student rather. So to this end, we can come here, we can have our h here. All right, so the relationship between angle 65, the height, and the base, the distance between the parcel and the base of the tower is 25. So from here we have that sine theta equals opposite over what? Hypotenuse. Then cos theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan theta equals opposite over what? Adjacent. Now if you look at this, the trigonometry ratio that has a relationship between the opposite and the adjacent is tan theta. All right, so let us bring that here. So we can now say tan theta equals opposite over what? Adjacent. Where our theta is 65, then equals our opposite is the height all over 25. We have that tan 65 will give us 2.1445 equals the height all over 25. Now when we cross multiply, the height becomes 25 times 2.1445. I will multiply that together, so our height becomes 53.613 meters. However, our height is the sum of the tower and the boy, the height of the boy. So we can say that h, which is the height, the total height, that will be x plus what? 1.7, whereas our h is what? 53.613. Now what do we need to do? Just take 1.7 over to the right hand side, or you subtract 1.7 from both sides, and then we have x equals 53.613 minus 1.7. Then our x will be 1.7. So here we have what? 51.9 meter, approximately to 1 decimal place. Okay, all right, if you love what I've just done, kindly ensure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and ensure that you also share this if you're on Facebook to get more audience. All right, thank you and God bless you.